Okay. I did a video a little while ago about all the reasons why the WWE product sucks, and now this video is going to be about all the ways that I think TNA can improve theirs. And while I do prefer the TNA product to the WWE, there's always room for improvement, and this is how I think they can do that. First of all, I think TNA seriously needs to rethink the way they format their shows so they don't have to constantly go to commercial breaks during the matches. This has become just impossible to ignore because you just can't get really invested in a match no matter how good it is if you have to cut away to a Jiffy Lube commercial, just when things are starting to heat up. Perfect example, the main event of the Turkey Bowl show, you had AJ Styles, Chris Sabin, and Samoa Joe. It's three of the best wrestlers in the world putting on a match of the year candidate, and I swear to God, they must have had 5 commercial breaks during that thing. Absolutely inexcusable. They have got to figure out how to minimize commercial breaks during the matches whenever possible, because that was just intolerable. Intolerable. Second, I think it would be a great idea for all the TNA stars, men, women, even the interviewers, Jerry Borash and Crystal, to open a YouTube channel. And I know TNA Wrestling already has one, but I'm talking about channels for the individual stars. Kaz, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, etc. They could post interviews, they could post match highlights, as well as lots of other stuff. And this would be a really easy way for the stars to develop their characters, practice their mic skills, whatever. And it's absolutely free. I mean, it's free promotion, doesn't cost TNA a dime. How does that hurt? Plus they could do online exclusive content like they do with the TNA Today show, but taking it to that next level. You could have wrestlers do videos where they talk about the TNA live events. How great the Canadian fans in Oshawa were, where they drew like 4,300 fans for a house show. Or they could give commentary when they have a memorable match. And you could do promos and interviews and stuff that might not even air on Impact, but could still have bearing on the actual storylines. For example, on the go-home edition of Impact before Final Resolution, Gail Kim was not on the show, so we didn't get to hear her thoughts on her match with Awesome Kong, and defending her title and how much the women's title means to her. Well, no problem. Shoot a promo with Gail Kim where she talks about all that stuff. Post it on her YouTube channel. Johnny Devine, he turned traitor on the X Division, and joined up with the Dudleys. Never gave a reason for this at all. They never explained it. Never gave any explanation whatsoever. I don't know why they never explained this. Maybe they didn't have enough TV time to allot to it or whatever. Problem solved. Have Mike Tenay do a sit-down interview with Johnny Devine where he explains all the reasons why he did what he did. Post it on his YouTube channel. Then when Mike Tenay is calling Impact, have him tell everybody watching at home to go online and check it out. And not only would this be a great way to help the wrestlers with their characters, their promos, their interview skills, it would also help just get TNA's name out there. And get the TNA stars' faces out there, and just increasing overall awareness of the company. Like, say for example, some person who hasn't really discovered wrestling, is browsing through YouTube one day, he happens upon like Eric Young's YouTube channel, and they say, hey, this guy's really entertaining. And then they look to the left of the screen, and they see that Eric Young subscribes to TNA Wrestling, or maybe he subscribes to RVD Tito for Life, or PS Power, or dare I say it, Full Killer 99. All these smart mark internet fans who are always talking up TNA and bashing WWE. So he looks through all that stuff, he learns how great TNA is, and decides to check it out. Plus, this would be a great way for TNA to get a leg up on the competition, because WWE would never do anything like this in a million years. Vince, Stephanie, Triple H, they all hate the internet. They can't stand the internet fans, and an idea like this would never even enter their minds. Third, and this one is very, very important, TNA needs to make their championships seem more important than they are. Right now, they don't feel very important at all, and this is a big, big problem. Jay Lethal loses possession of his X Division title belt, but he doesn't care. He's more concerned with Sanjay Dutt stealing a kiss from his girlfriend. Christian Cage is challenging Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship, but he doesn't care. He's more concerned with whether or not AJ Styles is going to side with him, or whether he's going to side with Kurt Angle. Titles have to be important. When you're a champion, that belt around your waist should be more important to you than anything in the world. More important than your girlfriend, more important than AJ Styles, more important than your next breath of air. And if the champion doesn't care about his championship, the fans aren't going to care about it either. You know, why should we, the fans, want to see Jay Lethal get his belt back when Jay Lethal himself isn't all that concerned about it? You know? Now, this is a huge, huge problem with Jay Lethal's character right now, and in my opinion, it's just completely killed his run as X Division champion, which is a real shame because it had so much potential when it started out. You know, if somebody steals your title belt, you do not sit on your ass and focus on keeping potential suitors away from your girlfriend, even if she is as hot as SoCal Val. You know, someone steals your title belt, you do everything under the fucking sun to get that belt back. You don't eat, you don't sleep, you don't sit down long enough to take a shit until that belt is back around your waist. That's how important a championship should be. But we're not getting this from Jay Lethal. We're not getting this from Kurt Angle. We're not getting this from AJ and Tomko. The only champion we do get this from, well, you know, I should say we did get this from because she just lost the title, is Gail Kim. You know, the first Impact after Bound for Glory when they did that presentation of the champions thing, and they gave Gail Kim the TNA Women's title for the first time. You could see the emotion on her face. She was crying real tears. You know, you could see how much the belt meant to her. And that's how a champion should act. And now because of that, and because she fought tooth and nail to defend that title against Awesome Kong for 3 months, the TNA Women's Championship means a lot. If Jay Lethal fought that hard for the X Division title, it would be awesome. Because then the X Division could get back some of that importance and some of that prestige that it used to have, instead of being just a hop, a skip, and a jump away from becoming TNA's answer to the WWE's Cruiserweight division, which is an absolute fucking joke. What Jay Lethal needs to do now is, just like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, she needs to go on a roaring rampage of revenge. He needs to go after Johnny Devine and absolutely destroy him. Just take him apart in a really ugly way. Then he needs to get on the mic, take off the hat, take off the shades, look right at the camera, break from character, and say to the whole audience, this is not Black Machismo talking right now. My name is Jay Lethal. I am the TNA X Division champion, and if you want my title belt, if anyone wants my title belt, that is just too damn bad. Because this belt means more to me than anything in the world, and I will die before I let anyone take it from me again. Then he can put the shades back on, put the hat back on, go back to being Black Machismo. You know, as long as we see how important the title is to him, that's what really counts.